Hello, my name is Martyr, and welcome to the first day of IndieMas 2014. If you're unfamiliar with what IndieMas is, that's where we play 7 days of indie games and also do 7 days of indie game giveaways, guys. It's like my way of saying Merry Christmas and spreading the love of indie games, guys. Today's giveaway will be of Screen Cheat, a first-person party game where you have to cheat to win. Of course, you can look up that game and check out. Just leave a comment for a chance to win that. And this year, I'm introducing a new big present for one lucky person, which contains all sorts of indie game goodness, guys. To enter for that, just comment on any IndieMas 2014 video, and of course remember to check the description down below for information on these giveaways and details for all that kind of stuff, guys. Today we will be playing Massive Chalice. This is a game that I originally intended to be Indie Game of the Week, but you know, things kind of got in the way. My appendix exploded. But, you know, sometimes life happens. Massive Chalice is a turn-based tactical RPG, guys, along the lines of XCOM, you know, other cool turn-based tactical games like that, guys. I've none that are shooting to mind right now for some reason. It released on Steam Early Access November 2014, which of course means that everything you see is subject to change, guys, and not a final representation of the game. Massive Chalice is developed and published by Double Fine Productions. You know them for Costume Quest and other amazing indie games, guys. You can go ahead and get Massive Chalice on Steam for $29.99. Now, there is a lot to cover about Massive Chalice, guys. The way you generate troops, from research to the different classes and the bloodlines. It's all about generations is the best way to describe it. You're not playing from month to day like, let's say, in XCOM. You're playing over years. So the first heroes that you start out with, they're going to die. No matter whatever you do, unless you somehow cheat the game and develop a potion of immortality, they're going to die because you're playing this game throughout generations, throughout years. I'm going to go ahead and start my game up here. A little preloaded save. There is a story here about these monsters that live outside of this continent, and they're kind of like invading and trying to corrupt the land, and you are, well, basically the only person that has like this connection to this thing called the Chalice. It's a very strange storyline, but it works for what the game is, obviously, and I'm kind of curious to see where it all heads. Especially once, hopefully, they explain what the Massive Chalice is. So what you're looking at right here, by the way, is the strategy side of the game, the kingdom creation side of the game. This is where you're going to be making all of your political decisions. Random events may occur where you'll be deciding what to research, who to make a queen and king, so that they can produce offspring with appropriate traits. Yes, you just heard me correctly. So let's talk about that. Actually, I think I clicked on the wrong thing. We'll talk more about what stage rights guilds are in a second here. I clicked on the wrong thing, guys. So, for instance, right now the king and queen of House Elspiel is Rusty Elspiel and Myrtle Bummer. What a name. And basically, each of these people have traits, strengths, stats, and their children, like for instance, Sagner Elspiel or Vriadra Elspiel, have those traits of their parents. Some of them may be, you know, they may be brainy, they may have higher strength. Depending on what your people that you basically have them kind of spawn from, they'll basically be better troops. So for instance, he's a little clumsy, but he is hardy. You get the basic idea. As you kind of produce better offspring, you get better troops. But of course, they have to level up. Not level up, they have to actually age is what I mean. So I think the minimum age for them to join your army is 18. I'm not quite sure though. So for instance, most of the ale spews here are a little too young to be joining up in the army here. But as they basically are, you know, aging, they're gaining experience and learning things from their parents, you know, possibly gaining their traits or personalities, etc., etc., etc. And that's kind of how you're going to be manipulating your troops moving forward deeper into this game, basically. You're going to be creating more and more characters through your marriages, your arranged marriages, and through kind of choosing what your best troops to mate with your best troops, and then letting your weaker ones die out, basically. As fucked up as that sounds. So there's also, and you have to build these keeps from the main city itself. Again, this is all very XCOM-like, but I like the way it's done. It's a very unique way of doing things. It's not necessarily your standard, stereotypical way of doing things. So, for instance, for you to build a kingdom, you need to build a keep, which takes 10 years. While this 10 years are passing, people are dying, being born, or you may get, for instance, attacked. So everything basically requires time. So, for instance, a keep, Sage Rights Guilds are kind of like research bunkers, basically. They allow you to enhance the speed of your research, but at the sacrifice of having to basically put heroes in there that you will never get back again. It's like taking the Black from Game of Thrones. You basically, once you're a Sage Right, you're a Sage Right for life. And I just did that for life thing with my fingers. And then there's Crucibles, which are basically kind of like the same thing, except they train your troops basically and give you more experience to everybody who happens to be at the Crucible. You can also, research armors and weapons and items and all that good kind of stuff. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure we're researching health vials right now. Excuse me, I burped. You can also adopt children if you need to. Like, suddenly you're like, okay, I need a hero fast. You can adopt children. You can also recruit new heroes into your army. You can have a recruitment boost. You get the idea. There's lots of decisions to be made here. And then you can also, of course, view all the heroes that you have available to you, which I don't really have all too many. Most of mine are getting pretty freaking old here, but they'll do what they can. As you can see, trainees. I have a lot of trainees, man. Those ale spews, man, they've been just pumping them out. All right, so let's see here. What was the other house I had? I think we checked this one, right? Yeah, that's the ale spews. Is the other house another ale spew? Is that why I have so many ale spews? Oh yeah, I guess I just married off a bunch of ale spews. So House Ale Spew dominates my land. They're multiplying. So let's move along in time now, guys. And what how you do that is you actually press this big giant play button, and that speeds up time. Why am I talking like that? That's just stupid and racist. As you can see, years pass pretty quickly. So for instance, 3 years just passed by, some children were born, some people died. Now we can choose something new to research. I can be like, you know what, I want to build a new keep. And keeps basically allow you to kind of, claim that land a little bit more. And of course, start generating more heroes from that land. So we're going to build a keep there. What the hell, why not? And they'll start constructing that over the next 10 years. As you can see, time will start passing. We had a death. Myrtle Bummer, partner of Regent Rusty Alespew, has died of natural causes. Oh no! His wife is dead, guys. That's alright, we'll hook him up with Alex Ryder here. They'll start banging and making children, hopefully. Man, he's 63 years old and still pumping out kids. That guy has the secrets of Viagra. Alright, so occasionally you will run into a situation where random events may occur and that you have to kind of make a decision on. Like, for instance, fair play. There's been an incident earlier today. Cariste LSP was keeping watch at a refugee camp outside the capital. There was some sort of disorder, and your hero had to step in, but unfortunately a bystander was killed as a result. The citizens demand justice. What will you do? Now, because you're the leader, you're the person that kind of communicates with the Massive Chalice, you have to make all of these decisions. So let's go ahead and let's say our heroes are too valuable. You prepare riots, but citizens don't know how valuable Cariste LSP is in the nation. Tension subside that night, and you get the impression that everybody just wants to move on. There you go. So screw you guys, I'm keeping my hero. Let's keep moving along. Now, as you move forward and deeper into the time, things will start to occur. Like, kind of like, an abduction in, let's say, in XCOM, basically. Low fertility. Well, jeez Louise, let's try. Sure. Go at it, you two. Have fun. Now, I probably could be paying a lot more attention to what traits and stats those characters have, and I highly suggest to you that you do that when you actually get to this, when you do play this game. But I'm just trying to move it along here so that way we can actually get into a freaking tactical scene, which is where the combat starts taking place. Level 3. I'm not gonna. No. This guy. Perfect. She's now a sage, right? Are we really gonna see that keep complete? There we go.
We've got a keep under attack.
All right. So they are now attacking us. I forgot what they're called. The Candidates? The Candidates?
If you're not victorious, you'll be lost, and our access to new heroes will be substantially weakened.
And we'll be left without a keep.
To battle.
So this is where the other side of the game kicks in. This is the combat side of it, which is funny because it's even reminiscent of XCOM, the way you're gonna have to prepare your troops and the ones that you're going to take into battle here. Oh man, we lost one of my best characters, which kind of sucks. That's okay though, because I'll take Quilby here. Quibby, his traits are brainy, he's infertile, and he's a quick study. He's a rebel and all hunter dexterity bonus, and he's of prime age. He's level 1. We're going to confirm him. He has a crossbow. I would love to give him another armor, but I don't have anything else. And he has health potion. Let's see his skills. Now there are skill trees in the game itself. Like as your characters get more experience, they start leveling up. They will start getting access to new things, like for instance, honed hearing, which is unlocked at level 4. Allows hearing enemies through obstacles and fog of war up to 6 tiles away. Put it down. Deal increased damage to injured enemies with less than half health. And so on and so forth. It makes them really powerful and gets them, super powerful. So I think this is pretty much good. There's 3 classes currently in the game, basically. There is the cabberjack, which is kind of like your melee character who's going to get in there and take the shots, has a lot of beefy health, and does a lot of melee damage. And then you have alchemists, which are kind of like your middle characters. They can do range attacks, but they have a limited number of range attacks. And they can also go into melee, but they're not nearly as hardy as cabberjacks. And then you have hunters, which are purely ranged characters. And by far, I think the most best characters in the game. But that's just me. So we're going to deploy here. They're going to jump into the Massive Chalice. And they're going to teleport to the Sage Rights Guild.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to hit something today.
Also, I actually get access to my Sage Right because I actually had a Sage Right at that keep. She will actually now defend herself from any kind of onslaught that heads her way. So we're going to want to kind of head over there probably as fast as possible. Let's talk about what you're looking at right here. This is kind of the UI here. The graphics are actually pretty well done. I enjoy them quite a bit. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you kind of manipulate the camera with WASD. There is no controller support in the game. At least not yet. Again, the game is in early access, guys, so that may change later on. There is Steamy goodness, too. Steam cards and all that good kind of stuff here. And again, this is kind of very much like, XCOM. Your characters have 2 actions. They can dash, which is the white outline, or they can move within the yellow and get an extra action. So we're going to have a move there, see if he can spot any enemies. He did not. So we're going to have him stay there in case we do spot somebody. I'm going to have Horus or Warthog Bummer here move in as deep as he can. Also, you can see the different actions they can, for instance, attack, move. That is one thing that I do enjoy about this game. Is that actually, so like for instance, if I did have an enemy within the white part, you can actually take an attack and move at the same time, which is very different from XCOM, and it does add a little bit more, I think a little bit more tactability to characters. You also have different abilities that they can have, like free throw. This basically allows them to throw a explosive grenade. That's why they're called alchemists. So I'm going to have a move here. We have not spotted the enemy yet. Chances are they are all up in this region here, if I had to guess here. Of course, there is that fog of war type of situation going on here, where we can't necessarily see everything all too well. I'm going to want to move in my troops fast as possible because I don't want my... Oh, dear God.
Bulwarks, like lapses, prefer to fight from afar.
And you better make your first hit count, because at the slightest touch, this lug will shield itself, and then you're left standing with your caber in the wind.
But it only lasts a short while. So have your heroes ready for the second round. Or a third.
Oh, she's a Sage Right, so she doesn't have much going for her, so we're going to have her hide. Alright, now that I've moved all my guys, it's the enemy's turn. And kind of like... Ow! You dick. Kind of like XCOM, your soldiers will spot enemies and then that'll kind of activate them, kind of like a wave. And that really hurt him. And then you kind of have to react to what enemies you do spot here. So let's have our cabberjack. No, he's not gonna get a chance to hit. That's okay. He does have a chance to hit. He's gonna fire back. And now he's got like a defensive shell. So how much damage will that do to him? Let's see. It's not gonna do anything to him. Well, shit. Oh my god, there's two of them. Not good. Let's you might see a death here. And I will say that one thing I do enjoy about this game is that it is very, very difficult. It is in no way an easy game. And it's quite challenging to say the least. Let's have you move here, man. Some characters are a little bit slower than others. Oh man, she's in so much trouble. I kind of feel like getting her out of there might be the best thing for her. You know what? Just move back. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, good. He missed. No! No! Good, he missed. Phew. He's taking pop shots at my hunter there. It's not cool, man. I have a feeling we're going to see the stage right die a horrible, horrible death. I don't think there's much she's going to be able to do for herself. Because she's just going to get overwhelmed. I probably shouldn't even have moved her. Chances are. Gonna have my cabberjack come in here again. He's kind of like the melee character. Hopefully, can kill it. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, you douche. How could you just... You balls that one up, man. Alright, so here's what's gonna happen. I am instead... first off, he's gonna move here. And then he's going to heal yourself. Yes, do it. Get him back up to 100% health. And then I'm going to try to move in these troops as humanly fast as possible to get them into a scenario where they might be able to help our poor sage, right? I don't really know. I might as well take a shot. I mean, a hit point's a hit point. So this one's dead for sure. I wish I would have moved in a little closer. Oh god, he shotgunned through my troops. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god, we just got destroyed. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win this battle, guys. So obviously the game, like I said, has a... Oh my god! Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this keep. There's just no fucking way. Just run for it, girl. Yeah, we're gonna die. There's just so many of them. They killed my archer, which kind of really sucked. I don't realistically see any way of saving that character. Let's end turn. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Oh man, he's dead. Okay. Can I have her heal up? And then there was 5, guys. So I think you get a pretty good idea. The cover isn't necessarily... Oh my god, they're just aiming to kill her.
That wasn't even... Ugh.
I think that's it. Did we lose? Nope, we're still in the battle. Okay, so let's I have no idea what to say right now. My troops are getting slaughtered. But at least, you know, the game is difficult. There isn't as much cover play in this game. Like, you can hide it. Like, let's see if I can actually find one for you. Sometimes throughout the battlefield, you may find like these bushes that you can hide in. It'll allow you to kind of get behind some cover and give you a little bit more chances to dodge. But for the most part, your characters are just kind of at the mercy of whatever they're standing behind. I cannot believe my archer died. He's like my favorite class. He was so young. He got slaughtered, bastards. Okay, very carefully. They're like, now that we've killed you, you're a girl. We don't need you anymore. Let's move this way. Okay, we got one enemy. All the way over there. This was rough, man. This was just rough. I'm gonna let them come to us. Is that like the last one? He's like, shh. Okay, let's throw this. That was fantastic, dude. You just nailed that shot, man. You just... What, really? You missed twice? Are you drunk? Oh, you're right beside him. You're not gonna miss, right? You're not gonna... That's right. Yeah, good girl. That's what Daddy likes to see. Now it's gonna explode. Certain enemies have different effects upon their death. Like, for instance, they explode and leave like this massive pile of shit on the floor. Oh god, no! 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 Oh god, I haven't even talked about relics yet. Ow! You could be dead. There's just so many of them, man. Dead. Oh god. Just... Good god, man. We're just getting destroyed out here. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a wipe. Oh my god. Okay. This is a shot of a lifetime. Make it. You do the same thing. There we go. Nicely done. Oh, the battlefield's just a landmine for green stuff, though. Or orange. Oh my god! Live, cabberjack, live! Yeah, he might die. We're gonna have him heal. Okay. Go, girl, go! Good shot. My pathetic 3 troops here. Let's see if they can manage to actually win this battle. He actually killed it. Good shot. You can see that run and hit effect really helps out. You also got to level up, which is pretty sweet. Because they're standing in that orange stuff, they did take some damage, though. Oh my gosh. Is this the last one? Please. Please, let this be the last one. You disappoint me, cabberjack. Nope, sure isn't. There's one back there. This game is ridiculously hard, guys. Now, if your heroes die of old age and they were particularly heroic, there is a chance that, oh my god, there's more? Are you kidding me? Do you have a grenade left? You do. Throw it. Wasn't enough. Oh, come on. Alright, go in there. Sacrifice yourself. Is that the end of the battle game? Have I not suffered enough troop loss here? Nope, sure haven't. This is an insane amount of bad guys. I mean, truly. Let's see, 12 to 15. Yeah, might as well go with the 12 to 15. Nicely done. He's gonna armor up. Everyone just take your shots on him if you can. It's not like we've not suffered enough death in this battle. Oh my god. So anyways, like I was saying, if one of your like particularly legendary troops dies of old age, their items may turn into relics. And you can actually give that relic item to another class of the same character and use that kind of as like a generational thing. It'll help your characters out as you get older and older. Just end it, please. This has to be over, please. Oh my god, there was... How many enemies? There was no way there were 7, because most of them self-destructed, that's why. Anyways, after you beat a mission, you get your rewards, and you can see here we lost quite a bit of troops. I just was not prepared. That was a new troop type that I fought there. Those big, giant, Groot-looking sons of guns. Yes, no crap she died. I'll probably replace her later on, but I think that gives you a pretty good, rough idea of what Massive Chalice is like. It's a very complex game, guys. It has skill trees and bloodlines and relics and long-term gameplay strategy that you really need to think about before you make silly decisions like I did, like who to breed together and make the best troops that you can, because if you don't, you can get quickly overwhelmed, like as you can see, like I just did, just about in a few seconds. The game basically looks really good. I enjoy the graphics, the sounds are good, the music's good, the story is... It has like 2 modes. It has like this serious mode and it has like kind of like this wonky mode. I think, let me see if I can show you that here. That's fine. You guys can kind of choose the theme of your game, like non-thematic, silly, or serious, which is pretty cool. I think it adds a little bit of replay value to all that and gives you a chance to play it in different ways, guys. In all, Massive Chalice will have any fan of tactical strategy games, guys, satisfied and then some, I believe. It's a fun game. It is very well put together. It may not be as robust as XCOM, but the game is still in early access, guys, so maybe more features and complexity may be added down the line, but, you know, it's still a really solid, great, fun game, guys. Of course, bugs are to be expected, guys. It's in early access, but I personally didn't really run into any while playing the game. Obviously, the game has tons of replay value and is going to give you that multiple playthroughs, trying out different strategies and bloodlines and all that good kinds of stuff, guys. So, you know, go ahead, get this game for IndieMas, guys. It's a great game, guys. Big thanks to the developer for a chance to check out this title. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and share, and I'll keep bringing you awesome indie games, guys. Till next time, play more indie games, and see you on day 2 of IndieMas. Remember to check out the descriptions for all that kind of IndieMas deliciousness, guys. See you next time.